Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this afternoon's webinar for our community risk reduction meeting that we're going to start holding every month for 2023. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Captain Ryan Lockwood with the Aldine Fire Department. This month, we are going to be looking at our upcoming smoke detector and home safety inspections that we're going to start throughout the community. Over the last year, we have implemented a risk analysis to find what is our highest risk within the community that we have faced that we can, in fact, change. We've begun to take a proactive approach to provide a safer environment for not only you, our residents, but for all of those that are in our community. As far as our agenda goes today during our meeting, all of the items that are listed above will determine how important the need for a community risk reduction plan will be. Showing a 1,000-foot view will help show not only the amount of people we serve in the community, but also the risks that were identified due to these numbers. Finally, we show you why each of these is important and how determining how the risks of non-working smoke detectors and as well as those that are not present in homes can affect your survivability. As you know, Harris County is an ever-changing and ever-expanding county. As we can see in these graphs, in just a 10-year span, the county has grown approximately 700,000 people and created an even more dense population per square mile. These massive increases, as well as the number of people that are placed in a tighter area, create a big problem with life safety. It is difficult to reach as many people as the numbers continue to grow. As we can see, Harris County is a very diverse community culturally. The difficulties we face with a multitude of different languages and cultural norms is how we overcome these issues and effectiveness in our programs. Fire safety is very different between each culture, and the importance of fire safety could very well be non-existent. The best way to overcome these would be hire a very diverse department that would represent each of these cultures and can participate in the implementation of each of our programs. In our area alone, we serve a very middle and low income family. The lower medium household income is less than that of the U.S. median. We have approximately 16.4 people in poverty, which puts a lot of people in survival mode. And the last thing that they are looking at is ways to keep their homes safer, especially when it comes to spending more money on their house. During our community risk analysis, we've come out to identify the following risks. We have noticed on our car volume that most homeowners lack smoke detectors in their homes, as well as a lot of dead batteries and old detectors. The average lifespan of a smoke detector is 10 years. And from what we've found over the last year is a lot of these are reaching the 10-year mark or closer to the 15-year mark. This also increases our fire-related injuries and deaths from early detection. An NFPA study came out that showed that almost 3 out of 5 home fire deaths were caused by fires on properties with no smoke alarms, or smoke alarms that are failed to operate. The risk of dying in a reported home structure is 55% lower in homes with working smoke alarms than in homes with no alarms or none that worked. This is a huge risk that we face in our community and one that we can overcome in the following year. As we can see, we use an implementation called the 5 E's of community risk reduction. This is a way for us to take a 1,000-foot view of all the risks in our community and how we're going to not only implement, but also to evaluate how our program is doing. The first part is our emergency response. This ensures that our crews have all the equipment that they need to provide the best service to you, the community, as well as using departmental historical data to create a realistic budget based on our needs. The next is our engineering, which is promoting new and updated products and technologies out to you, the community members. We're in constant research of all the newest equipment that we can have that will help us keep the community safe, as well as take that injury and death numbers to decrease them. And in our enforcement, we are pre-planning our neighborhoods for potential risks other than our smoke detectors and home and safety inspections. And we're conducting a proactive and detailed inspection. We face interactions with the community through our education aspect. We're going to be handing out pamphlets and educational materials during our home inspections that further show the need for a safer environment for your family, as well as more opportunities that we have in the community to help prevent these injuries and deaths. And our last is our economic incentives. We will be giving out free smoke detectors for each home that does not have one, as well as penalties for those non-compliance of hazards found. We can see that penalties are not the first aspect that we're trying to implement. We want our community members to be safe, as well as help each other out in the community when you see hazards that are happening. The penalties for non-compliance will happen down the road after multiple attempts to help you, the individuals, have a safer home. Finally, going over our mitigation techniques for today, we begin with 100 smoke detector installations in the month of February. Each day, our crew members will be going to the respected neighborhoods and installing any detectors that are non-existent, as well as replacing batteries in those that are current and compliant smoke detectors. During their visits, they're going to include a home safety inspection of your home. This is in no way any fines or violations. It's only to help you, the homeowner, to figure out how we can keep our homes in the safest way possible, not only for our families, but for the crews that are responding to your home to keep them safe as well. Each month, we're going to also begin educational classes for the community on prevention and potential dangers that may be happening around the community. And finally, we're going to follow up with each and every resident after 6 and 12-month periods. These follow-ups will be to answer any other further questions that the community may have, as well as to check for any of the violations or hazards that we initially found during the home inspections. In conclusion today, if you guys have any questions or have any further issues that may need to be addressed, you may contact me at our main facility at 20440 Imperial Valley Drive in Houston 77073. Again, if you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to call.